Hello, good afternoon class. How are you doing? Hope that you are all fine and healthy. Well, today we're going to continue our lessons in Unit 6, which is we studied about Unit 6 for the past 3 weeks, right? Yes, and Unit 6 entitled Celebrations. We have learned that celebration is what, class? Can you post something up on our Telegram post about what is celebrations? And do you celebrate anything in your life? Hopefully you can answer me yes, because I know you celebrate your birthday, right? Yes. So birthday is also a celebration. Celebration means coming together as a family or a community to enjoy an event, to celebrate, to remember something like your birthday. We celebrate your birthday because that is the day of your birth, where you turn 1 year older. And we recognize that by having a birthday party or some kind of celebrations. Okay, on our study in Unit 6, we studied about Cambodian New Year's. Remember that? I have showed you some pictures and some diagrams and certain things we do in Cambodian New Year. And we also learned about the water festivals. Remember that? I remember that you guys had a lot of fun learning about the water festivals. Okay, for now, can you please bring out your book and turn to page 36? I have mine marked. On page 36, Unit 6, the topic is celebrations. And we have learned that celebration is an event or a party, you can say, where people come together. And on page 36, talks about Cambodian New Year's, Chol Chnam Thmai. Did I pronounce that right? Yes, I did. Okay, on what month do we celebrate Cambodia's New Year? Do you remember? Post something up and tell me what month do we celebrate it. Or matter of fact, tell me the month and the day we celebrate Cambodian New Year's. And how long does Cambodian New Year usually last? You can post something up and tell me how long we celebrate Cambodian New Year's, what month and what day it is. As we see through our studies, there are 3 phases that we learned about Cambodian New Year. The first phase is Maha Sankran. The second phase is Virya Vanabat. And the last day we celebrate Virya Langsak. Do you remember that? If you don't, please turn to page 36 and read and review page 36. It will tell you more about how we celebrate Cambodian New Year as a nation, what we do on the first day, and what do we do on our last day. Hope you can review that, because remember, all these questions, well, most of it will be on your midterm. So this is an opportunity for you to ask me questions so you can have a better understanding of what we've learned, so you will do great on your midterms. Okay, and our next page is on page 38. We talked about the water festivals. Can you tell me what month do we celebrate the water festivals? Can you post something up on our Telegram post about anything about the water festivals? I will give you a few seconds to answer me what month do we celebrate water festivals. And if you have said for water festival we celebrate it in November, you are correct. Because at the end of November we celebrate, Cambodian as a nation celebrate the water festivals. And as we have learned, the water festival is one of the largest festivals in Cambodia, right? Where everybody have at least maybe 4 or 5 days off from work, from school, or from whatever you do business to celebrate water festival. We come together as a community, as a nation, to celebrate an event, to show us that we are united and have unity as a people. Correct? You got that? Remember, we talked about the aluminum boats, the lights, the parades that we have, and we talked about in Phnom Penh who opened the ceremonies for the water festivals. And most of you said the king is there present to open the ceremonies. You are correct. And also the Prime Minister, he is also there to open the water festival ceremonies at the riverfront in Phnom Penh. I remember some of you have told me that, and you are correct about that. So please, if you have time, go back and read and review page 38 about the water festivals. Talking about the lights, who opened the ceremony, what day is the water festival on. So I want you to read about Cambodian New Year's and the water festivals, and we can have further discussions on our Telegram post about these two events. Okay, class? Okay, now on to our first task. For our first task, I want you to copy these 5 words. These 5 words have to do with our topic today's celebration, Khmer New Year's and the water festival. So I want you to copy the words and the meaning, but I will go over the word with you now. The first word is harvesting. What is harvesting? Harvesting is when people go and collect, for example, here in Cambodia, they harvest rice crops and rice field, right? At a certain month of the year when the rice grows up, and when it's time for us to go cut down the rice, that is called harvesting. So harvesting is to gather or collect certain things. For example, our topic here is to collect crop. And the crop is the rice, right? So harvesting means to gather or collect, to cut down the crops. The second word, ancestors. Ancestors. Ancestors is a person who is your descendant. For example, your grandmother, your grandfather, or your great-great-grandmother, your grandfather is your ancestor. So it's someone within your bloodline. Your great-great-grandfathers, your great-great-grandfathers, or your great-great-uncle or aunt. They are part of your ancestors. The third word, ceremony. Ceremony. Ceremony is a religious or a public celebration. So a ceremony is an event that people celebrate. So you have a ceremony where you go to the temple or what to celebrate an occasion. Ceremony. And the fourth word, illuminated. Illuminated. Illuminated means to light up. For example, in our water festivals, where they illuminate the boat in the river, right? Illuminate means when they put a lot of lights on the boats, and when the boat goes on the river, you can see it. It's real shiny and real bright because it has a lot of lights. So the boat is illuminated. And our last word, parade. Parade. A parade is a public event celebrating a special day. And again, our example of the water festivals. When the water festival open up, there is a parade commemorating or celebrating the water festivals. The parade is for the public figures like the king or the prime ministers, where a lot of people parade their boats, and a lot of people parade the celebrations of the water festivals. So I want you to take your time, write the words and the meanings in your notebook. And number 6 is a question I have for you. So I want you to write the questions and the answers in your notebook. The question is, between Cambodian New Year's and the water festival, which one do you like most and why? So between Cambodian New Year's and water festivals, which of these two you like most and why? For me, I like the water festivals because I get to enjoy watching the boat races and enjoy meeting new people and friends. Remember, that is my answer. So what is your answer? So you will have 30-minute class to finish this task. And once you finish this task, you can post it up on my Telegram post or our public post so all your classmates can see. Okay, class? Until we see each other again on a second video. Bye. Hello class, welcome back to our second video for today's lessons. And our lesson today is entitled Celebrations. In our first video we talked about Cambodian New Year's and the water festivals, right? Yes, and I've seen that you understand a lot about our New Year's and the water festivals. And thank you for submitting in your task. For our second video, we're going to talk about Chinese New Year's and Christmas. Did you remember any of these lessons that we have taught during the past few weeks? Hopefully, yes. So if you do, tell me, what day or what month is Chinese New Year celebrated? Can anybody answer me that question? You can post it up on our Telegram post what day or what month is Chinese New Year's? And also, how many of you know what Christmas is? Yes, a lot of you probably get an answer, yes, I know. So what month do we celebrate Christmas? And what day is Christmas on? Okay, I will give you a few seconds to answer me these questions. I see most of you already probably answered me what Christmas is at, but some of you probably still thinking about Chinese New Year's. If you say Christmas is in December the 25th, you are correct. Because most of you probably have, I know some of you have your birthday is around that time, so you probably remember your birthday and Christmas. So what do you do during Christmas? What do you celebrate? How do you celebrate it? Do you celebrate with your friends or your families? Remember on your lessons about 2 weeks ago about Christmas? You can go back and review it and also use it for today's lessons. So for Christmas, we talked about most houses, they decorate their houses with a Christmas tree and a lot of designs, right? A lot of presents, a lot of lanterns, and a lot of Christmas decoration they use to decorate the trees, the house, and the windows. So I noticed that some of you also wrote down where do you go during Christmas. Some of you travel to the province with your families. Some of you take a lot of time to even go to the cities to see the lights, to see the displays that's on the street. So thank you for submitting in some of your answers to me. So now we're going to talk about Chinese New Year's. When is Chinese New Year, I asked you? Okay, some of you said in January. Yes, you are correct. And at the end of January. Or in the beginning of February. You are also correct, because Chinese New Year, as we have studied, it goes by the lunar calendar. Remember that? It goes by the moon system. So whenever there is a full moon in late January or early February, that is when Chinese New Year started, correct? Yes. So Chinese New Year can be celebrated in late January or early February. You can turn your book to page 40, can you? Please turn your book to page 40. On page 40 entails more about Chinese New Year's and how Chinese New Year's is celebrated in China and all over the world. Remember in our lessons, what color represents good luck and chase away evil spirits in China? Because this color, you see it every time around Chinese New Year. Can someone post something up on the colors? Yes, if you say red is the color. You are correct. Red represents good luck in most Asian countries, especially for Chinese. It represents good luck and chasing away evil spirits. Glad that some of you could answer me that question. I'm glad to see that you have still remember your lessons about Chinese New Year's. Okay, now on to our second task, class. Our second task, I want you to write these words in your notebook. I will go over this word with you now. You can also repeat it after me, okay? The first word is decorate. Second word, New Year's Eve. Third word, midnight. Fourth word, frighten. The fifth word, lantern. Again, I will go over this one more time with you. Decorate, New Year's Eve, midnight, frightened, and lanterns. Now I will show you the meanings of these words. Decorate means make something look nice. So people during Christmas time and New Year's for Chinese, they decorate their house, they decorate their homes, decorate their cars, even the front yard to make it look nice. So decorate means make something look nice. New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is the night before New Year's. For example, if New Year's is on the 1st, January 1st, right? So December 30th at night is the New Year's Eve. So it is at nighttime, the day before New Year's Eve, New Year's. The third word, midnight. Midnight is 12 o'clock a.m. So when it's 12 o'clock at night, it is midnight. You got that? The fourth word, frightened. I am very frightened by being out at midnight. Frightened means to be scared. When you are scared, you are frightened. The fifth word, lantern. Remember our studies about Chinese New Year, when the last day for the New Year, they release a lantern into the sky representing or wishing their ancestors good luck. And the lantern is a lamp with a clear case. So the lantern is the round ball with a light or a candle inside, and they release it into the air. I will post some pictures up of a lantern for you so you will have a better understanding what a lantern is. And number 6 is a question. So I want you to answer this question for me. What is your favorite Christmas event? You can write a paragraph or more, a page, about your favorite Christmas events. So what do you like to do during Christmas? You can explain it to me in your writing. Okay, class, for this task you will be given 40 minutes to complete. When you finish with this task, you can send it on to our Telegram post so all your classmates can see. Okay? Until I see you on the third video, goodbye. Hello class, welcome back to our third and final videos for today's lessons. As you see, today's lesson we did a little quick review in Unit 6 about celebrations. We have went over Cambodian New Year's, the Water Festival, Chinese New Year's, and Christmas. If you have any more questions about our New Year's and celebration, you can contact me in our Telegram post, ask me questions, and I will gladly answer it for you. Yes, from our review and our task that you have sent me, I've seen that you have understand what all this celebration is about, especially for Cambodian New Year's and Water Festival. I see that you have a lot of exciting things to say about that. Thank you again for submitting your work to me, and you all have done a very good job on your work. Okay, for our homework, I want you to write in your notebook, okay, in your notebook, write about your favorite celebrations or holiday and why is it important to you. So out of all the holidays that we discussed in our first video and our second video, including your birthday, which one of these do you like most and why is it important to you? Again, this is your homework. You will have 1 week to submit me your homework, okay? Remember, it is important to do your tasks and your homework, and please send it to me when you are finished, because I will grade them, score them, and they will be a part of your final grade, okay class? So send me your homework. Okay, until we see each other again next week, I want you to be safe, stay healthy, and goodbye class.